Welcome back to Houston Life. Our next guest is a physician, television personality, and best-selling author in the world of health and wellness. He's also written a popular fictional thriller series.
Yeah, his Ashe Cayne detective series has captivated readers, myself included. And now he's back with the 5th installment. It's called Beyond Midnight, and Dr. Ian Smith is joining us with more on this mystery writing series. But also, how are you balancing both right now?
Great. I'm feeling good. I now decided I'm doing one health book a year and one mystery a year. And so Beyond Midnight is a new mystery, but I'm also already finished with the health book that I was just talking off camera about my friend Rachel Ray. I'm doing a book for menopause to help women eat through menopause. So alleviate symptoms, lose weight during menopause. So we're doing a book and she's doing all the recipes.
What I love about your health and wellness books, Dr. Smith, is a lot of them are like a how-to guide. There is almost like a workbook inside where you can perform exercises, there are recipes in them. And obviously selling books is a business, right? It took some convincing for your publisher to allow you to write fictional works, but this was a passion of yours.
Well, publishers are businesses and they want to make money.
Right.
And artists and creatives are not necessarily the best business people. We just want to, express our art. And so detective and mystery and thrillers have always been a passion of mine. And it took a while before I could convince a publisher to actually publish it because they were doing so well with the diet books. But this is, for me, as this is my 29th book, and for being a writer for so long, this is a great way to release because it's a world that I can create, though a lot of it is reality in Chicago, but it's a world that I can kind of immerse myself into, and it just works.
Yeah. Well, and I love seeing some of this video of Chicago for viewers who have not been there. Iconic buildings along the river there, of course, the elevated trains.
That's right.
Why was it important for you to set this book in Chicago? And also, one of the characters, as Tessa has pointed out to our coworkers, it's kind of an unlikely character.
Yeah, so two reasons. One is because Chicago is wrongly depicted on these TV shows you see on network TV.
They don't get it right.
They don't get it right. And we're in Chicago, we're like, what? That's not Chicago. It's the wrong direction, it's the wrong everything. So I really wanted to give people a real taste of what Chicago's like. It's a great, great city. The other reason is because I felt as though I had never seen really good character settings like Chicago. Chicago it's not just a setting, it's a character in the book. There's the affluent north side, there's the gritty south side and west side. We have all the sports teams, we got the Great Lake, it's the most beautiful city built on the lake. And there is drama. There's drama, right? There's great, I always say in Chicago, you want a good mystery, you have three things. You have great food, you have political corruption, it's rampant in Chicago, and you have a murder. And I mean, that's just kind of, not that I'm condoning murdering, but it's kind of, the city has everything, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. And
like
so
most big cities.
Like most big cities, by the way, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like most big cities have these things, and I've been to all the big cities in the country. But Chicago is fun, and I want people to feel like they're in Chicago when they read an Ashe Cayne novel.
Well, you really drop a lot of gems in here, whether it be philosophical gems, quotes from your favorite authors. The main character, Ashe Cayne, he is as smooth as they come. It's like Real Housewives, but like the dude version, which I love.
That's right.
But, the murder itself, Dr. Ian, I thought it was so poignant that no spoilers, but it's someone who maybe society has forgotten, and the main character is going after, trying to find out who done it. Why was that choice made?
So this premise is an undocumented worker is found on the bank of Lake Michigan. The police have said that it was an accidental drowning, and they've totally washed their hands of it. They don't want to investigate it. His nephew, who is a caddy at a country club and a great golfer, says there's no way my uncle would have drowned. One, he's afraid of water, and two, he can't swim. He would never go near water. Something else is going on. As you say, people get marginalized and neglected, and I wanted to bring to the point that people, regardless of their status in life, are people. They're human beings. Ashe Cayne sees that also, our PI, and he says to the caddy, to the nephew, listen, if you teach me some good golf swing, because Ashe is a golfaholic, if you teach me some good tips for my golf, I'll take on the case pro bono. And he takes on the case, and we find out why this, poor guy was on the banks of the Lake Michigan and ignored by the police.
Wow, and I love that there's a golf story in this. No wonder you love it so much.
Immediately.
Pro golfer Tessa B here. Hey, if our viewers can probably understand, Dr. Ian, that you're the type of guy, you're always busy. You're always going someplace. You're always doing a TV show, traveling, writing another book, only 2 books a year. No big deal, right?
Just taking it easy.
But your creative process, I'm curious about it. Are you constantly ready to jot down notes? Because your books are filled with so many details and so much philosophical knowledge. How are you documenting all of your ideas?
That's a really good question. My mind is always on overdrive. I'm constantly seeing things, just seeing things, pulling over to the side of the road and taking a picture to remember that this made me think of something, whether I'm on a plane, whether I'm in Chicago. I was at Wimbledon one year and we were on a train and I saw something and I'm scribbling, notes about, like, I got to capture this moment. I just think that way. I just like to think about new stories and ideas. And I realize that no matter how long I live, I'll never be able to write all of them because I have so many ideas that are already ready to go. So
even if it's an idea like, okay, maybe it's not appropriate for this current book you're writing, maybe this is a few books from now.
So in my phone, I have a whole list of kind of appealing ideas, just kind of like, a man walks down the street and he thinks that he recognizes someone and it's not someone, it's this person, and kind of how does that play out? So all these ideas, these concepts are just, I probably have 100 of them, maybe.
You're so inspiring. You're so inspiring. I did have a question. I know in this series you can read the books independently.
Yes.
So in order to read this, you don't have to have you don't have to read everything before.
Standalones.
It can stand alone. I wanted to ask you really quick. What is this Harlem Renaissance badge?
Yeah.
Because that looks really special.
Yeah. So this is a bunch of influencers, book influencers on TikTok and Instagram, and they made Beyond Midnight their book club choice. It's their first book club choice. So I'm very honored. Thank you for mentioning that. by the way.
Congratulations.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's great. So that's what that is, and I'm honored that they loved Ashe Cayne and the series.
Wow.
It's a good one.
Dr. Ian Smith, I think you might have a career as an author one day.
One day, I'm trying to get there.
Maybe when you publish your 30th book.
That's
I
right,
don't know.
that's right.
So many bestsellers, by the way. We can't even keep track. Thank you for stopping by Houston
Thanks,
Life.
guys.
It's always great to see you. In the meantime,
too.
we have provided a link to purchase Beyond Midnight. Just visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. You know what to do. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.
Get it, and then we can start a book club.
Yeah.
Okay.